Baseball Hall of Famer now among the sports stars joining the fight against coronavirus. Former Red Sox star Pedro Martinez focusing on his native Dominican Republic with the help of his wife, Carolina, and a who's who of MLB players who hail from the DR. Pedro and Carolina Martinez join us now from Santo Domingo. Thank you both for being here. Special moment for me, Pedro, as a Red Sox fan. Just watching the 2004 World Series back on Nesson last night. Reverse the curse makes you happy, even in a time of coronavirus. Talk about what you're doing here and why it's so important for you at home in the DR. You say you have a lack of PPE. You have families struggling in this economic environment to eat. Walk through a little bit about what you're doing.
Well, this is, first of all, thank you, an honor to be here with you guys and sharing this initiative that we decided to take. It came up as an idea. We knew, all of the players in Dominican, that we somehow needed to contribute to help, especially during the quarantine time, because there's a lot of poor people here in the Dominican that don't have food every day and they have to go out to get it. And then you set them for 17, 25 days of quarantine at home. It's impossible for them to reach out and grab food and grab, things that they need. So since we knew that as players, we needed to somehow chip in, we decided to do it as a group. And Edwin Encarnacion started reaching out to me, reaching out to David, reaching out to Jose Bautista, some of the veterans that we have in the group of the coalition of players from Dominican. And we came up with ideas and ways to actually make this happen. And that's what we wanted to just reach out to the people that had to go every single day to go get those meals. And we have been doing that. We also want to help the medical society and provide them with the proper protection. We're a third world country here in the Dominican, and we also have 80 by us, and it's a lot to carry around. It's really difficult. So we decided to get together, all of us as players, come up with ideas, and then I decided that we could use my foundation as a link to actually donate the money, and that way we don't have to waste any time waiting for another foundation or going to another foundation that we don't trust. The players all trust me, and they join in right away.
And I see as of this morning you're approaching $600,000 as of this morning. Carolina, you're the executive director of the foundation. Walk through what Pedro was talking about in terms of the DR. People watching here in the United States, there are people watching all around the world. Some of them may not understand the infrastructure challenges, other hospital challenges, or just the getting food to people who need help challenges. Walk through the steps of that.
Well, like Pedro said, as a third world country, there's a lot of challenges in terms of education and food and medical services. And the reason why the Pedro Martinez Foundation is chipping in, it's because in a lot of the different regions, north, south, east, and west, vulnerable families are suffering right now. Basically, with the lockdown of more than 2 months, the head of households, they cannot go out to get jobs, to get income. So what we decided to do was prepare food kits that will last, a family 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month, if they know how to administer it correctly. And just we are handing those out ourselves, going by the regions, giving it to the baseball players and their communities. They're doing it themselves, and it has been a really gratifying experience for us, just seeing the little kids, seeing the elders receive these food kits, and we know that this will help them alleviate the burden of not having an income secure.
And it's remarkable if you just go through the list, Pedro, Ortiz, Encarnacion, Bautista, Cruz, Machado, Soto, Guerrero Jr., Sanchez. You go through this list. It is remarkable, and it's great that the players want to help out at this moment of need. I would say I hope you get the Yankees to give double to help the cause as you go through this. Just as you're also involved in the conversations that you do stuff for the MLB Network. You're involved in the coverage in the conversations as Americans watch, as people around the world watch of players try to help out in the Dominican Republic and around the world. One of the psychological things that would help would be seeing baseball again. In your conversations with the commissioner and others, where are we in that process?
Well, the commissioner is coming up with ideas about how to get baseball going without fans, without having to use too many people around the players and around the things that he wants to do. I heard from his own mouth that he was thinking about using maybe Arizona, Dallas, and Florida as the three places to have 10 teams on each divisions, and also testing the player a lot so that they don't get infected, or if one of them happens to get it, not infect the other players. But there's a lot of stuff that needs to get done if we want to watch baseball. But it would be really, really gratifying if the people at home, especially during quarantine, can get to see baseball. Even though they are already giving the division to the Yankees, I guess it will make no sense that we play, right? That's why we play the games. So I hope that they find a way to get baseball going, especially during these rough times that people really need something to watch on television, and baseball would be great.
Baseball would be great. It would also, if the game can come back, just to keep the focus on the work that you're doing. Pedro and Carolina, congratulations for what you're doing in the DR. I wish you the greatest success, and I hope this few minutes we have together maybe helps bring in a little bit more money to help the people there and everywhere who need the help. Thank you both so much.